Hello friends, hope you're well. In this video we want to talk about the use of social media when on the job and how to manage the use of social media amongst your caregivers. I think it's safe to say a lot of people have become addicted to social media.
It's true.
To some
people sleep with their phones under the pillow, and I'm one of those people.
Guilty.
I put my phone under the pillow, then when I wake up, that's the first thing. I look at my, social media.
Are you sure that's the first thing? You don't look at me. This is the first thing.
Sometimes, yes, I look at you,
Okay.
but I usually have my phone with me as well.
Cool. Yeah. And it's a very difficult habit to
break.
I'm trying to replace looking at my phone first by, as soon as I wake up, open my eyes, I got to do a prayer.
Okay, good.
Connect with my God. But it's still difficult.
It's not easy.
Because now, if I don't communicate with my God, it means that I'm prioritizing social media over God.
Yeah, that's not.
So I feel
that
guilty.
becomes your God. That's not right.
That's not right.
I think I joined TikTok in 2018. And honestly, I saw how addictive this thing was, and then I had to get out of it. I don't have a TikTok.
It's very addictive.
Yeah.
Even me, I don't have TikTok. Instead, what I like to do is I like to watch compilations of how people use TikTok on YouTube.
Yes.
There are a bunch of content creators here on YouTube that will compile all these clips from TikTok, put them into a nice long video, and then you just watch.
Yeah.
So you will watch content about these women, but it's mostly women that do this, complaining that they can't find a husband, complaining about the cost of living, complaining about their jobs. In the early days when I saw this trend, I used to wonder, why is this happening? And then I came to realize the reason why this is happening is because these people are very lonely.
That's true.
They got nobody else to talk to.
So they are forced to spend their free time on, social media. That's their way of socializing, I guess.
Yeah, so if you don't have any friends, if you got nobody else that you trust, TikTok becomes that person you trust.
That's right. And then also the other reason is because, you see, right now everything is on Google, everything is on YouTube. So that's another way people learn maybe new skills using YouTube or even just doing your research on Google. And then those other platforms like Instagram, some people use Instagram for fun, others use Instagram for business. Maybe they're advertising their business, sell their business or market their business through Instagram. That's another reason why. But it's sad to say this, a lot of people use social media the wrong way. Instead of using social media, for example Instagram, maybe to market their business, they use social media as a part of like entertainment and
when they're bored, just keep them entertained when they're bored.
Exactly, and it's very dangerous because it's easy for somebody who it doesn't take time seriously or manage their time well to spend easily 3 hours on consuming on things that will not build them.
You had one of your workers who doesn't work here anymore.
Right.
One of your domestic workers. Who you later on learned that she was a little bit addicted to social media, and she's young.
Yes.
And she started to post herself dressed really nicely and wearing some of your stuff. Yeah,
I came to find out when she left because, I still have her contact, so I was shocked to know that, wow, this person actually ended up going in and getting my shoes, wearing my shoes, and posting herself wearing my shoes. That's crazy.
Even I thought it was crazy too.
Yeah.
It's because she was addicted to the attention,
that
she got through
social
media.
Yes, that's what it is.
Because social media validates her. She probably gets a lot of likes.
You're right about that because when she wore my shoes, she got a lot of good comments. Where did you get this? This is so nice. So, that's the reason why she was doing that.
And
because of the attention.
You didn't like it, did you?
Of course I didn't like it, but she's gone. What am I supposed to do? It's like saying, you see this water here, if I pour this water on the ground, if I want that water back in this glass, is it possible?
No,
to
it's
get it
not.
back? So it's the same thing. I cannot undo it.
So you just accepted it.
I just accept it, and then I learned my lesson. But I trusted her. I didn't think anything ill about her or anything. So that's my lesson now. I can't leave my room open. I have to lock it all times.
It's tricky now because...
Or even put cameras in, in my room too, because you don't know. What if they are cleaning the room and then steal something? You can't really trust people like that.
Good point. And similarly, wealthy clients in the United States will behave the same way.
Yeah, for example, I'm going to tell you, when I worked as a CNA, I had no idea there was a hidden camera in that house. I had no idea.
How did you find out?
How did I find out is because after 2 years of working in that place, that's when one of the relatives, we became friends and they built this trust, they liked me and everything. Then they just told me, do you know that there's a camera in this house? I'm like, really?
Oh.
Yeah, there's a camera in this house, and we've been, the whole family has been observing.
That's crazy.
And this is how we came to conclude that you're a good person. And I was like, wow, I had no idea there was a camera here.
So the other lady that was working there, they knew what she was up to the whole time.
Yeah, they saw her. They knew her character because two of us were very different people. She's loud, I'm not the loud one, and she can go a little crazy sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cussing out the clients and everything. They used to see that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is why I'm saying being trustworthy is very, very important, because that's what these rich people look at. When you're trustworthy, you're to gain more.
Yes.
Start treating you like you're part of them, and even they will increase your pay because of that.
You could have easily said, I want to get paid this much.
Yes.
Or else I'm just going to go somewhere else. They would have paid you.
I used to get Christmas bonuses, but the Christmas bonuses that I was getting, it was something, but it wasn't that much. But it was something that I didn't expect. One Christmas, they surprised me, and they gave me a Christmas bonus. They gave me $2,000. That time, we're talking about 2014.
Yeah.
That was a lot of money.
Sure. But to them, it was like $20.
It's like $20, but to me, that was a lot of money.
Sure.
I didn't expect a bonus of 2,000 USD.
Yeah.
I was doing my job well, but I have a feeling that it had to do mostly with being trustworthy.
Even some corporate employers are tracking their employees on social media platforms like TikTok now. So they'll be watching what you're doing on social media.
Right.
As soon as you post something, they will confront you and fire you. But there was a lady that was fired because she was twerking in the plane, so they fired her. There was another lady that posted something at her job. It wasn't even that bad, to be honest. It really wasn't that bad. And then they got fired. So people are already sensitive to the use of social media on the job. And if you're working for a lot of these rich clients in the comfort of their own homes, they're going to behave the same way. They're probably going to monitor you. Definitely getting cameras.
Most of these homes have, like, people have,
valuable stuff.
Yes,
they don't want
jewelry and stuff like that. Yeah.
They don't want you to be posting on your TikTok about the Bentley that's in the garage. They could get robbed.
Just the house itself.
Even just the house, you could,
taking pictures, posting pictures of the house.
You could accidentally post the address, and then there are evil people out there that are struggling, that are hungry in this rough economy. All they do all day long is go on TikTok to see who's posted up things that we can rob. So that as soon as you post the wrong post, they're going to find where you at. They're going to know you and come rob you.
Yeah, some things might come off like common sense, but there are people who don't really use their common sense. I mean, why would you do something like that? It's putting your clients in danger.
Absolutely.
We all value our own safety,
Discretion and safety.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially the more money you got.
You can't trust people.
People are snakes.
Yeah.
And people with money know these things.
They know these things.
we just say we live in a pretty good neighborhood here.
Yes, we do live in a...
It's a very good neighborhood.
Yeah, it's very safe,
It's
quiet.
such a good neighborhood that the president lives pretty close.
Yes.
And we don't say these things to brag or anything.
No, not at all.
Not at all. I want to make a point here.
Right.
The point I'm trying to make is that even though there are wealthy people in this neighborhood, mansions everywhere,
Right.
do you ever get to see the owners?
No, never.
But they know what's going on.
Exactly.
They know exactly what's going on. They probably know who you are, what your kids' names are. They know who I am.
Yes.
You know, everything. They know everything
They know
already.
everything.
Because this is close to where the president lives.
Yes.
You don't think that people that are out there, their entire job is to monitor what's going on in this neighborhood.
The security people that do that kind of job. They will come around and, talk to the people in the neighborhood just to know who's new in the neighborhood and stuff.
Who the troublemakers are.
Exactly.
Rich people do the same thing in those rich neighborhoods too. So we had somebody that got their phone stolen, a brand new phone, and it was such a big deal.
It was a big deal in the neighborhood because those kind of theft doesn't really happen in this neighborhood, and it turns out that people who stole that phone are not from this neighborhood.
Those are knuckleheads that don't know
Yes.
all these things. You can't just come to a neighborhood like this one that's in proximity to the
But
president
as
of
soon
the
as
country.
they heard that this incident happened here, the security
Increased.
increased. Yeah.
Yeah, because they cannot have that behavior.
No, they can't.
Even us, there are some people who don't even see us,
No, not at
but
all.
we know what's going on
Exactly.
because information flows back to
Yes,
us.
Yes, it does.
There's little snitches.
Right.
And the rich people also have little snitches
Yes.
that are feeding them information about what's really
What's
happening
happening in the neighborhood.
in the neighborhood.
Yes.
Again,
And you have to know that.
for security
For
purposes.
security purposes, yes.
Because that rich millionaire could have his daughter or his wife going down the street for a job.
Yes.
He needs to know that there aren't any goons out there. People are very protective. So be mindful on how you use social media
Yes.
when you're working with these rich folks. Also, as a home care owner, these are some of the things you need to notify
Yes.
your caregivers that please be careful.
Yeah.
These are things you need to worry about.
Even when they are in their workplaces, I know there are times that they will have breaks.
Yeah, breaks, yeah.
Their job.
Yeah.
They shouldn't really focus too much on going on social media.
Yeah. We're not saying that they should not use their phones on the job. Because nowadays it's almost impossible not to use your phone. What we're saying is just train them on what to do and what not to do.
Right.
For example, tell them when you're on the shift, please do not go on TikTok, do not post anything about this neighborhood on TikTok. But you can go on platforms like YouTube, that's about it. Give them certain rules. YouTube, Google, ChatGPT. Fine, use that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to social media, please, not even Facebook, not even Instagram, don't post nothing.
Yes. Because people can easily track where you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
And to also inform them that a lot of these rich people might have cameras in the house. Actually, they do have cameras in the house.
Hidden cameras everywhere.
Yeah. They might not put it in the bathroom though.
No.
They don't want to get sued. I hope you guys got some value from this video. If you're ready to work with the best on how to sell your services to these clients, give us a call. I'll put a link in the description of this video. Schedule some time. I'll give you my sales script that I've been working on for quite a bit. And also, I'll teach you how to market your home care services to these rich people. Easy peasy, using online advertising. Schedule time. Talk to you soon.
Take care.